What do you find harder today, finding good people or keeping great ones?
Short answer, they're both challenging. I like to think that once we get an employee, kind of get them in our culture, given the history, they tend to stay. Maybe finding good employees is like more challenging. Even though like I've said this on podcasts before, I've talked to Aaron Whip before, and like he's big on workforce development. A company like ours, like we're 20 to 25 guys, and like if we hire a couple guys a year, like that's good for us, you know. If we hire three, like that's a lot. So like being that like if the pool's small or big, like we can kind of pick and choose if we want to add a couple people per year. Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%. But how are you keeping those solid 20 guys every like what do you think keeps them there?
I'll be completely honest with you. What I think keeps them there is my parents are good bosses. We've got employees that have worked for us for 30 years, which is like unheard of. You know, and I'm 33 years old, so like they remember when I was in diapers, which is cool. And then I think a big part of it is a couple things. Um, I'm going to take a little credit for this. Me and my brothers, you know, we're being there. We're humble. We're on the job. Our boots are dirty. We got calluses on our hands. At the end of the day, employees like that, you know. And my guys are great, but like if maybe like one of us wasn't there, I could see how like tensions would rise. There's kind of like on the crews, there's an unspoken hierarchy, which I think crews need. You know, you have your laborers, your machine operators, your we have foremen, which is me and my brothers, but I mean we're like working foremen, you know, and it's not like we're better than them, but like we're in there in the trenches together, like on those 100-degree days, like we're there too. And also, like, kudos to my father. Like, he bounces around and stuff. He's not breaking his back as much as he used to, but like he's down to. He loves it. When he hops from crew to crew, like he gets out, sweats his shirt right through. He's got like three t-shirts in the back of his truck in the summer. And like, I don't like to see him do that, but like I see like my guys respect that, you know, and it's like it's hard not to be loyal to someone when they're like loyal to you and they're right there beside you. And I know it's hard to scale if you're on the job all the time, but like at the end of the day, that's super important to be a leader in construction. You got to know what's going on. You got to be there. Like we could all the fluff, it's but you know what it is.
Yeah, I think it's just a really smart point. If you guys are out there, it's respect, right? Your guys respect you because they see that, you've done the work and we're fortunate enough where we have guys like I'm not out on site like I, used to be or should be every single day. But I also a lot of the guys that we have now, when they were here, I was, like yourself, they've seen me grow up through the ranks and they've seen me do it. Or if we're shorthanded on a piece of machinery or it's weekend work, we can't find guys. I know that I'm the first one to put my hand up and be like, I'll go tear down the house on the weekend and load trucks. Like, it's all good, man. Which I think is a really important thing. But it is, like you said, as well, too, because I remember doing an Aaron Witt podcast. You mentioned him. I remember doing a podcast back in the day with him. And I'm like, dude, it just, these guys at big companies, the bosses, like, guys with 1,000 employees, like some of their employees never see them. Like, it's not hard just to, like show up once every now and then and see them in the morning and stuff like that. And then, like, as I've grown through the years with the business, added a general contracting business where we're building billing to dealerships now. And like on Friday, my first meeting starts at 6:30 and I didn't have anything free until 3 p.m. So like, I remember I was ignorant to the fact of like just how busy you are when you start adding businesses and people and stuff. So I think if you can master like the culture and leadership and respect of your employees and also build the business at the same time, I think you're going to be like, that's like an unstoppable feat.
Yeah, which is extremely difficult.
So hard.